Hi General Math students, in this video we're going to sketch some straight line graphs. Now I'm going to rule up some axes. Of course I'm going to use the PowerPoint shapes to do this, but you would get a ruler and rule up a set of axes just like these. So we have that vertical axis that way and a horizontal axis this way. Okay. And we rule those up, and I'll just copy and paste these. You'll have to do one for each graph, but yeah, the same principle applies. Oops. Here we go, got him. So just get one for each graph ready to go, and they'll be on the go. So you want to rule up a set of axes for each of these. Now, once we've got that ruled up, we need to label our axes. So of course, x-axis is horizontal and y-axis vertical. So I'll put all of those there. We must label all our axes, even if it's just simple stuff like this with x and y. Okay, so this first equation here, I can clearly see that the y-intercept is at 5. Okay, so I'll just make a note of that my y-intercept is equal to 5. X-intercept, just a little bit of work to do there. That's going to occur when y equals 0. So I'm just going to do some work for that here. Put a little bit of working out y equals 0. So I'm going to put a 0 where the y is. Okay, so I get 0 equals 2x plus 5. So rearranging this, of course, I'll take that 5 over and it becomes negative 5 equals 2x. And then I take the 2 over, which is timesing on this side or multiplying, and it divides on the other side. So in the end, we end up with x equals negative 5 over 2, which is negative 2.5. So it's all about putting in the value of y to 0 and solving for x. So y-intercept at 5, x-intercept at negative 2.5, and then we join up the lines. Join up the dots with a line. So put that straight through there, and there is our first sketch graph. So you might want to pause the video and try the rest of these, then I'll have a go at it. Okay, this next one here, the y-intercept, I'll make a note. Is at 8. So for our x-intercept, we're going to put y equals 0 into the equation. So 0 equals negative 4x plus 8. Take the 8 over. Becomes negative 8. Divide both sides by negative 4. Negative 8 on negative 4 gives 2. So the x-intercept is 2. So make a mark up here at 8 and make a mark down here at 2. Now remember, these are sketch graphs, they're not to scale, but because 8 is 4 times greater than 2, I'm going to make it look roughly 4 times greater, but it doesn't need to be exact. So let's join those two up. So you'd get a ruler and do this yourself on paper. I'll just keep adjusting till they're in the right spots. Oops. Bear with me, sorry. Okay. That's the next one. Righto. This one over here. Y-intercept at negative 6. That number on its own. The x-intercept. So 0 equals negative 3x takes 6. This rearranges to x equals 6 on negative 3, negative 2. So negative 6 for y down here. And negative 2 for x-intercept there. And we'll join those. Oops, wrong shape. That's the one I was after. Bear with me, guys. We're after this one. Ah, I've got the wrong one again. Here we go. I'll put this in. Let me fix it up. Let's do it properly this time. That one, please. Okay, and put the line through those two dots. Excellent. Okay, there it is. That's our sketch graph. Okay, so last one. Now this is an interesting one because the x-intercept, sorry, the y-intercept, of course, is 0 here. All right. No number means 0 for the y-intercept. So y-intercept equals 0. Now if we do all this work with the x-intercept like we have already, where we're putting 0 equals 3x in, well that just gives us that x equals 0, and we just mark the 2 points in the same spot, x-intercept and y-intercept in the same spot, and we can't really join those up in any way. They're already joined. So we need to substitute in another point. I'm going to put x equals 1 into this, and I'll show you why. If x equals 1, y equals 3 by 1, which is 3. So that means the point 1 and 3 exists on this line. I'm just going to mark that point, so at 1 and 3, just to give some scale to this graph. Actually mark the coordinate point as well, and then just join those two up. And that will do for this type of graph. So if the y-intercept's 0, we need to mark one other point on the line somewhere. Okay guys, so go ahead and look at the description of this video for the questions that you should try and give them a go.